All right, guys, you should have gotten that written down by now. And now we're going to go ahead and look at what do we do when we have ordered pairs. So this right here is an ordered pair. If you're thinking about another word that starts with the C, you are correct. You can also call them coordinate pairs. And that's because you can find them on the coordinate plane. Okay, so if you use either one, you're correct. Okay, now we know that when we read this, we want to make math as foxy as possible. First, offer x and then y. Okay, so first offer x and then y. So we know that we are going to read this as x comma y, x1 y1 x2 y2. And the reason why this is x1 and this is x2 is because in math we read just like we do in English. We read left to right. And we're going to see that we're going to do the exact same thing on a graph, okay? So let's go back to this slope. I want to know what this slope is, okay? So I have y equals mx plus b, and the only thing that I am being asked to look for in this particular situation is slope. It doesn't want b, it doesn't want y. I have no other information but to find slope. So I have to use the formula for slope, which is m is equal to y2 minus y1. And if we want to be correct on this is y sub 2 minus y sub 1. And those are subscripts because those are not the actual whole number. Okay, it's referring to a placement. And then we have x sub 2 minus x sub 1. I'm going to give you a second to go ahead and plug in your own equation. Right now, you should be taking your -2 and sticking it into the x1 spot, and you should be sticking your 4 into the x2 spot, and so forth. If I skip steps in math, I'm very likely to make a mistake, and that is very scary. So I'm going to start with my y's first. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I follow this particular formula. My y2 is negative, so I'm going to take -2 minus 3. My y3 is positive, okay? Pay close attention to what is about to happen here. I also have a situation where I have x2 as 4, but now I have to minus a -2. When we take away something that is negative, what we should tell ourselves is we were removing the negative, therefore we see the positive. And now I have to rewrite this, okay? This becomes m is equal to -2 minus 3, 4 plus 2. And if I do the math, I get -5/6. So in this situation, my rate of change means for every 5 units I go down, and we know that it's up or down because it's on the y, so remember y over x, constant is equal to that. For every 5 units I go down on the y-axis, I move, my 6 is positive, so I move 6 units right on the x-axis. And that is my rate of change.